Good morning, cubies and newbies. I am Sunshine. This is the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cubes. I'm going to set a parity here so that I can solve it later. Excuse me as I yawn. Alright. Okay, there's a party. Good morning. How are y'all doing today? Are we a happy day? It's Thursday, I believe. Okay. All right. Formula A, four moves, brings a piece, switches these pieces around and twists them. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. Okay. Out, down, in, up. Twist it again. Six goes back to start. Formula B, slide up, slide up, slide down, and we move three pieces around. Formula B moves three pieces around. Always and forever only moves three pieces around. Does not move the piece, anything other than what the three pieces you want to move stay the same. Okay. It works on every complexity Rubik's Cube, every complexity Minx. Works on my Wood Eden 3x9. That's fun. Just Formula A, Formula B is all you need. So let's see. Okay. All right. We have these four corners are correct. We solved the four corners, so I'm going to go from there. These four corners are correct. On a 2x2, you're done. On anything larger, the corners dictate what color that face is going to be. I've been working with yellow and white to do the corners, so I'm going to keep working with yellow and white. We're going to do the next step is going to be, I'm looking for, and I've been training my eyes to look for yellow or white. I'm going to keep looking for yellow or white. So yellow or white or left or right as I'm holding my cube, as dictated by the corners, and I look for anything in the middle that has a yellow or white on it. Let's start labeling. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, this is stuff that you put posters on the wall with back in the 70s. Okay, yellow and white are left and right. Here's a piece I'm going to move. It's red and white. Okay, white. So this is the piece I'm going to apply Formula B to. Oh, come on. Formula B to. Okay, white's on top where I want it. I'm going to bring the corners together to match the front. Okay, corners match the front. I determined that it's going in the white direction, not the yellow direction, so that means it's going over here. So this is one row, two columns. The two columns are, the first column is where I want it to land, which is over here above the red and white and something corner. And the second column is where it begins. So to go over this way, I start by moving it away. Away, first up, back, second up, away, first down, back, second down. And there it is, place where it wants to be. Fine. Look for another yellow or white. There's one. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in the white direction again. Away, first up, in, second up, away, first down, back, second down. And I just do this over and over again for as long as I have yellow or white. Here's a white. Okay, bring the corners to match the front. The two columns are where I want it to land and where it begins. So this column and this column, ignoring everything else. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, that one is placed. We just do this one at a time until everything is placed. Here's another one. White on top. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in the white direction, so this way. So first column, second column. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Okay. This corner is, okay, looking for everything else that's yellow or white. Here's one. Okay. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in this direction. So first column, second column, start by moving away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And we're moving 3 pieces and only 3 pieces at a time. Okay. Here's a yellow on top. Okay. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in this direction. First column is where it's going to land. Second column is where it begins. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Doesn't take long for a smaller cube, but the more pieces you have, the more pieces you have to place. Okay, yellow's on top. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in this direction. So first column, second column, everything else is ignored. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Okay. Here's yellow. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in this direction. Run row, 2 columns, where it's going to land and where it begins. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. And there it is. Okay. Here's white. Just looking for white and yellows. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in the white direction, so first column, second column, and top row. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Okay. Here's yellow. Ta-da! On top, corners match the front. It's going in this direction. First column, second column. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Okay. Here's some more. But they're on the front instead of the top. I want it to be on the top, so I'm going to flip the cube. Yellow and white are still left and right. Okay, here is a piece that has yellow or white. Corners match the front. It's going in the yellow direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay. There's another one. Corners already match the front. Okay. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay. And we just place these pieces one at a time over and over and over again, lather, rinse, repeat, for as long as there are edge pieces in the middle, opposite edge pieces in the middle. So the yellow, there's a yellow. Bring the corners to match the front. Yellow and white are left and right. It's going in the yellow direction, so I move it away, first up, back, second up, away, first down, back, second down. Okay. Here's a white. going in the white direction, corners match the front, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay. Alright, here's some more. I'll treat this one like one because they're together. Corners match the front. It's going in the white direction, so above here. Slide up, slide, whoops, sorry. Up, slide down, slide down. Okay. And the yellows and whites are falling into place onto the outside. Here's another one. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. It's going this way. Start by moving it away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And we just place one piece at a time. No yellows or whites there. Here's a white. Pick one piece at a time. Excuse me, my nose itches. Bring the corners to match the front. Okay. And if I want to, I can take a shortcut here. Here's a shortcut. I'm going to place this piece. Let's see how many more I can get. Any more pieces that want to go over that direction. Let's try. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. No more that want to go in my direction, so that's fine. But there are several that want to move out. So let me move these. Let's get some garbage pieces here. So I can move all of these down to here and move all of these out at the same time. So, first row, second row, up, up, down, down, and I just moved a bunch of pieces out so I can work with them. But again, we just keep doing this over and over again until there's no more whites or yellows in the middle section, and then our opposite edges will be done. Yellow and blue, bring the corners to match the front. Okay, it's going in this direction. Do I have anything? Okay. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Okay. Here's another one. Bring the corners to match the front, and we just do this. It's just over and over again. It's the same thing over and over again. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. And we are only moving 3 pieces at a time. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. Start by moving away, first up, back, second up, away, first down, back, second down. Okay. Alright. These two match. Bring the corners to match the front. They're going in this direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, getting there. Pick a piece, bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. Okay. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Okay, and we're just picking pieces one at a time. Here's some yellows. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in this direction. Okay. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Sometimes I'm iffy on the making it 8 moves is for my muscle memory. You can skip moves, but as you get more advanced. But this is not a speed solving method. This is not a fewest moves method. This is a beginner's method. This is a newbie method. So, good morning. If you just joined me, I am Sunshine, and this is the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cubes. Formula A is 4 moves, Formula B is 8 moves. That's all you need to solve every complexity Rubik's Cube, every complexity Minx, and I don't know what other puzzles it works on because I haven't tried it. Alright. Corners are done. I'm working on the opposite edges right now. Corners dictate the color of the side, so yellow and white are left and right as held dictated by the corners. I'm looking for anything yellow or white in the middle areas that I can place to the outsides. Okay. This one has a yellow. It's on top. Bring the corners to match the front color. Determine its direction. See it going to the yellow side, not the white side. So my one row, you look at the face of the cube as if it's a spreadsheet with rows and columns, and we're dealing with 1 row and 2 columns. Formula B, top row, and the first column is where I want it to land. The second column is where it is to begin with. So slide up, and there it's placed. Slide down, slide down. Okay. Pick another piece. Here's a blue and white. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. It's going to this side. So, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And we're just placing the pieces one at a time. And as long as we're just looking in the middle area to find any yellows or whites. When we find one, we put it so that that color's on top. So, but yellow and white are left and right. Okay. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. It's going this direction. So 1 row, 2 columns. The 2 columns are where it's going to land and where it begins. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. And we just keep placing one piece at a time, over and over and over again. Here's yellow on top. Bring the corners to match the front. Okay. Ooh, somebody followed me. Hi, thank you. I appreciate that. So corners match the front. Yellow's on this side, so I move it away. Sorry, away. First up, back. Second up, away. First down, back. Second down. This one, it looks like we've got more than one green and white. So corners match the front. It's going the white direction. Let's see if there's any more. Let's see if there's any more that are going to match. 1, 2, there's 1. 3, okay, all right. So these ones are going to match and they go over here. I'm going to treat this as 1 because I can. So slide up, slide up. Sorry, just, yeah. Slide down, slide down. All right, so those are all placed. And we just keep over and over again, lather, rinse, repeat. Here's the yellow and blue. Bring yellow's on top, bring the corners to match the front. Okay, I've been doing this for a while. So this demonstrates that if you're working with edge pieces, you use the outside column and the inside column where the piece is, and it moves the edge pieces. If you work on if the 2 columns you're using are the outside columns, then you're moving corners around. Let's show you. Whoopsie. Ta-ta-ta. All right. So, Formula A brings a piece to the top, out, down, in, up. These 2 switch places. Do it again. They switch again, and they flip as they go around. And 6 of them gets you back to start. So if you want to bring a piece to the top, bring a corner to the top, or twist a corner, Formula A will do it. Okay. Formula B is 8 moves, 1 row, 2 columns. If you use the outside columns, you're moving corners around. Slide up, slide up, slide down, and we just moved 3 corners around. Okay. Twice more and you'll back to start. Once does clockwise, twice does counterclockwise, and 3 times goes back to wherever you were. So rather than looking at it and say, do I need to go clockwise or counterclockwise? I can just do it, and if it's done, it's done. If it's not, I just do it again. So it's easier for me in my head to do it once or twice rather than take the time to look at it and say, do I want to go clockwise or counterclockwise? So, one row outside columns moves corners, one row and outside and inside moves edges. And if you have a larger cube and the 2 rows that you use are inside, then you're moving center pieces around. So for example, if I wanted to move this piece to the top, okay, I line it up so that the right pieces are going to come down, and then I go up, rotate the top so that it's in a different column this way. If I go this way, it's the same column, so you have to be careful with diagonals because you have to have a second column. So again, I went up, rotate the top, second up, and then reverse, down and down, and set the top. You've moved 3 pieces around. It looks like you've moved 2 pieces around because 2 of them are the same color, but you've moved 3 pieces around. To do it again, all right, let's move this piece to the top, line it up so that the right color wants to come down, go up, rotate the top so it's in a different column, second up, reverse down, and so with formula A and B you can solve everything. You don't have to remember which columns do which things, you just have to pick the piece you want to move and apply formula B to that piece, and that dictates what corners are moving. So if I want to move this piece to here, this is first column, this is second column. If I want to move this piece to here, this is first column, this is second column. So with formula A and formula B, you can move any pieces around, and with it you can solve every complexity Rubik's Cube. The only the only bump in the road is when you have a parity, but parities are lies. The cubes are honest and the parity is a lie. The formula B will move 3 pieces around, as I've said, and if it looks like you only have 2 pieces to move, because look what I did, I created a parity. If this piece wants to move here and this piece wants to move here and everything else looks correct, that is a parity. And every parity is caused by the same thing and can be undone with a single quarter turn. As I try to move this parity, if I try to place this one here, the parity will just move to 2 different pieces. So right now they're adjacent. If I do formula B to try to move one of those pieces where it wants to be, the parity will still be there, but now it'll look like something else. Now it's this one wants to be here, this one wants to be here. A lot of times if it's a 4, you'll end up with the parity as they're side by side. That's because you've done the reduction method. You've paired up your edges before you knew what they were. So what was caused, the reason why there's a parity, there's always 3 pieces to move. If you only see 2, the piece you don't see is the piece you don't see. It's the center that touches that parity is a quarter turn off. So make that a quarter turn, either direction, and then you can solve your edges in that state, and then you can reset your centers because they were visually correct but mathematically incorrect. So now we have one edge piece correct of that row and 3 that are not, and we know how to move 3 edge pieces around. And so the parity is undone. If I solve those pieces individually now, the parity disappears and everything is fine. Up, down. Line up the corners to match the front, determine which direction it wants to go. Slide up, slide second up, slide down, slide second down to move the edge pieces around. Bring corners to match the front, determine its direction. Slide up, slide down, and set the top. The parity is gone. And that will always work on every parity, whatever your parity looks like. Parities can show up in the corners and they can show up on the edges, but they're all done by the exact same thing. The center, whatever the row that touches that parity is a quarter turn off. All right, anybody else? So, I see a couple of new faces. I am the creator of the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cube. I'm an ABCube tutor. My name is Sunshine, and does anyone have any questions they'd like me to answer about it, or how does it work, or what does it do, or how did I come up with it, or how long have I been cubing, or how fast am I? I'm not fast. I'm not fast, but my average is about, my best time on a 3x3 is about 1.5 minutes, down from 3 minutes in the 80s, so that's progress. Works on every complexity Rubik's Cube, and you can learn it when I teach it. I teach it inside of 2 hours. Okay, I think I lagged there because I just got a red line across my thing. So I think I'm back. Okay, so anyway, it works on every complexity Rubik's Cube. The faster you go, the more complex the algorithms you need to memorize, and I went in the total opposite direction of what's the simplest way to learn, what's the simplest way to what's the simplest way to teach, and when I teach it, like I said, it takes me about 2 hours to teach every complexity Rubik's Cube to a total non-cuber. You can make some pretty patterns with them as well. Here's a pretty pattern you can make with Formula B. Let me show you. We're going to do 7 Formula Bs. Up, B for corners. Okay, rotate a quarter turn. That undoes in the first column of my second B for corners, and then a quarter turn. So that flipped these corners. Upside down and sideways, I'm going to do that again. Up, up, down, down, slide the top. Again, up, up, down, down, and slide the top. So that's 4 times. Then so that's the corners. Corners are now the way I want them. Now I'm going to do the edges. I'm going to offset, I'm going to prime my left side. I'm going to do B for edges here. Up, up, down, down, and then I'm going to unprime my left side. And then I do again the upside down and sideways. Prime my left again. 2 more B's. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. So that's, and then reprime. So that's 7 B's, 8 for corners and 3 for edges. And the center is as it has been. The corners are all displaced now, but it looks like, this is called softball, because it looks like I've taken 2 multicolored pieces of cloth and put them together like so. So I've got the blue, green, and black cloth this way, and the red, orange, and yellow going this way, and they fit together like a softball. So that's my pretty pattern. Does anyone have any questions for me before I sign off? Or does anyone bring me your non-cuber friends and I will teach them. We'll have fun. I have written this as a manuscript, which I'm trying to get, which I am in the process of wanting to find an agent for, because I do want to actually get this in my hands, because I'm old. I want to be able to say, hey, I wrote the book, yeah, that's just kind of a dream of mine. In the meantime, thank you for spending your morning with me, and I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm here most mornings. I'm here every morning except for Sunday, unless I sleep in. I'm old. All right, thank you again, Elsa, for the follow, and I'll be back here tomorrow. You guys go have a great day. Be nice to yourself, and come back with questions. I'll be happy to chat with you. Bye, you guys.